Hi, I'm Moody, feeling moody. It's time for a moon message. Today's moon is the waxing gibbous moon under the astrological sign of Sagittarius. This reading is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Holy Spirit, angel guides, what's the full moon message for Capricorn? Capricorn, it's the full moon is in your sign on July 10th. Oof. You know a lot's going on because you are ruled by Saturn. And Saturn is mixed up with Neptune and retrograde in Pluto. Oof. Lots going on. So Spirit says, take the first step towards your hopes and dreams. This is about being resilient. I'm hearing bouncing back from a situation, doing something out of the ordinary, thinking long term, setting goals, taking responsibility, showing up for yourself, and stepping forward for yourself. What else, Spirit? Virgo energy could be a plan, could involve a plan, a past plan. You could be working towards somebody in the past, or something was stolen from somebody in the past. It was like a thief. There was a reason why the past was delayed. Maybe you're discovering that now with the High Priestess. What else, Spirit? Oh, okay. This is establishing some boundaries after being betrayed. Okay. Taking the first step. Okay. Knight of Wands. Capricorn. Aquarius energy. I do feel there was some type of setback in the past, but I do feel that it really leads to your comeback. This is all centered around you establishing healthy boundaries where relationships are concerned. You have the 7 and the 3. Something is definitely ending. And that's just really the process of life. Holding back with the 4 of Pentacles, not really giving to games and manipulation and control in love. You know that true love cannot be manipulated and controlled. Some type of unconditional love is being required at this time, Capricorn. Now, this may not be your reading, or it may be your reading, but I do see that you are taking some preparing to take, because an opportunity can show up, but if we don't take the steps, nothing happens, right? Another cycle just passes, right? But this is about not letting that cycle pass, taking the action that's going to make a difference. Okay, Spirit, what else? What else? Let me move these up so that you can see them a little better. Okay. Yeah. I do see like you're trying to change some patterns because you want a different outcome with the 8 of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands, and the Knight of Wands reverse. Right? When you're thinking long term, you really want to be serious. You also want to be practical. You want to be logical. And I see that happening in July. Yeah, there's a need for you. Some of you are establishing brand new. You're taking steps to establish brand new solid foundations to build different aspects in your life. In different aspects of your life, you're starting over. You're starting to rebuild and in some cases to build. It could be a career. It could be a personal project. Capricorn, it could even be a relationship. But it's something you really want here. There is something you put on the back burner with the Six of Cups here. But now you've matured emotionally. Now you're aware and you're mature and you've grown up. You're ready to take responsibility in something. And this full moon reveals what that is. Some of you already know, and this is confirmation. But some of you, the new moon, the full moon actually reveals the new moon. You can't see it, right? You have to have faith. But the full moon reveals to you areas where you need to mature, grow up, and take responsibilities to move on. And that's what you're ready to do. You don't shy away from that. You're releasing what no longer serves you under this full moon and work towards your potential, right? No games here. This cycle of swords, letting other people or allowing yourself to be entrapped with swords and stay in a situation ruled by the heart, but it's no good for the heart. Absolutely. The Hermit is deciding to go alone, to take those steps, just you and spirit. It could lead back to somebody in the past, but wherever you're headed, you're setting healthy boundaries and you're allowing yourself to be guided. When we're ready, spirit shows up. You have 3 major arcanas here. So I do see and feel some self-care. You're definitely doing things to take care of yourself. Strengthening your spiritual walk. Yeah. When we get serious, we realize that life is about our spiritual journey. Here it is, going forward, Cancer, Cancerian energy. The Chariot definitely has a leader, and that is the guide. Notice how all of the energy is also propelling the Chariot forward. It knows the direction it's going. Yet you are putting some distance from the past or from some type of negative thinking, sneaky deception. Just energy where you know it's time to let that go. It's time to release what no longer serves you. Like I said, either you're coming to the revelation that this is what you need to do, or you're receiving confirmation that you need to do it. Some of you are being given additional strength, resilience, to continue forward. The Chariot assists you in putting some distance between what no longer serves you and moving forward, taking those steps. Wherever you're going, it does ultimately lead to the 9 of Cups. Along the way, you get to explore more of yourself. You get back to yourself. You get back to being able to do what you want to do without questioning from anybody else. Living life out loud, I hear. Okay, Capricorn, I love this. Transformation. Yeah, I do feel like there's energy that doesn't want you to go. So it could also be past from betrayal. These are deceptive energies, though. Of course, as we try to move forward and better ourselves, we're lured back with some deceptive energy. But the death card then shows up, reminding us of where we're heading and why we left the past in the past. They could have been catty. They could have been... Sometimes you outgrow certain people, right? Sometimes you don't have the strength to walk away, but spirit shows up and that relationship ends so that you then have the capacity to bring something new in. Yeah, I do feel that whoever created this Three of Swords does reappear to see how much you've transformed, Capricorn, to see if your heart has really transformed. Has it transformed, Spirit? What? Yeah, Ace of Wands. You want something new, right? And Ace is also a blessing. So something shows up just to see if you're going to take more steps, if you're going to continue down the path, if you're going to allow yourself to be guided by the Chariot. Are you going to continue to put some distance between the paths, even though a test appears with the Three of Swords twice? Because you are making progress here, Capricorn. So another opportunity shows up because you continue to take those steps. And as long as you continue to take the steps, more is going to be revealed. Look at that, the King of Wands. Damn, you're good looking too. There's a male energy that's refocusing, becoming reassured, courageous, confident. See, that resilience, being practical, taking responsibility for what you want in the long term, not being distracted, not being lured back into a past situation as you're trying to push forward. The King of Wands, very resilient, determined, practical, down to earth. Yeah, you're going to get whatever it is you want. Could be, and here you go, show up. The Devil is the sign of Capricorn, and those are just shadow energies, toxicities, obsessions. We all deal with them. But as we're trying to turn the page to transform, we're going to be pulled back. We're going to be tested. And that's just a part of life. It is. But with Spirit, again, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcanas. Setting up those healthy boundaries between this Three of Swords that returns right when you're happy. Yeah, I believe your guard is up. 2 5s, another 10. You remember those Three of Swords. And you know that whatever you allow back in, you're doomed to repeat that again. Very important energy, decisions being made under this full moon. Releasing is your objective. It may have taken you a long time to get here, but you have arrived. You do know what you want to do. You do. Look at this. Boom. That's that Leo energy. Your confidence, your courage, all of that with the King of Wands, the Queen of Wands. It's like you remove obstacles. You're like the buck. New antennas emerge. They're stronger, they're sharper, and they're come to accomplish something. Okay. What else Spirit does? Capricorn need to know under this full moon that you have everything that you need to be successful, and anything that you're not clear on, the sun shows up to illuminate, just like making you remember the past 3 swords, the betrayal. Protection shows up. Look, because once the devil is there trying to keep you attached to some obsessive negative behavior, and Spirit's trying to align you with what's ahead, what's for you, your purpose, your reason for being here, look how Spirit shows up. Yes, against any negative energy, to protect you, to ensure that if once you decide to align with Spirit, yeah, there's the maturity, right? You've made a decision, leaving the games behind with the Knight of Wands. Took you a while to get here, but you've arrived, right? And there's always going to be light with the sun. There's always going to be light and safety to assure your passage. Yes. Nothing can stop what is for you. And all it requires is you being ready, being mature, stepping up. Right. Look how green everything turns. Prosperity, health, abundance. Once you choose you, once you show up for you, that just changes the course of action. Yeah, I'm very glad that you are doing what you need to do for you. Self-love, self-care. Not throwing away all of the work that you've done, right? Really thinking about something. It could be very tempting, Capricorn. I'm sure it is with the devil. But Spirit says, learn to ride the waves of life. When faced with difficult times, you can either fight against the current or go with it. Ask yourself, what is to be gained by depleting your energy, fighting against it? Don't do that to yourself. Learn to ride the waves of life. Could be at a point where you need to ride the waves, go with the flow, have faith. That's for some of you. Difficult times will pass. Nothing bad lasts forever. The sun will shine again. Here's your reminder. Like I said, some of you came here for something to be revealed, but others just needed confirmation that the sun will shine again. Birds will sing, the clouds will clear, and you will be glad you kept moving forward. You will soon be rewarded for your patience. Hold on. You are far stronger than you think, Capricorn. Okay. Give me some more, Spirit. Okay. Final message. Focus your mindset on what you can control instead of what you can't. The world is your oyster. Evaluate your thought patterns so that you can attract abundance into your life. You are what you believe. And remember, the process of the buck moon is prayer, meditation, and belief. Let's just end with an angel number. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Leave me a comment. Oh, spirits, I give you one card regarding love. Oh my goodness. All of these fell. One card regarding love. Wow. You got 2. Pay attention to the red flags. That is this 3 of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. You got the 10 of Swords, but you got the 3 of Swords. This betrayal or this third party, karma, something There's still deception because the devil showed up. And your intuition is here, though. The Hermit, very spiritual cards. I believe you also have the High Priestess. Yes, there you go. You have everything you need to handle this situation correctly. Alrighty, where's my angel numbers? Pay attention to the red flags and deception. Yeah. Okay. Great shift. I see. But Spirit says, no, I'm not taking that one. I'm taking this one. Limitless potential. Reset. Relax. Surrender to the unknown. Success and victory. It serves as a timely reminder that anything can be accomplished, Capricorn. If you can dream it, there is no reason you can't make it a reality. If something is in the possession of another person, it is also available to you. Try to remain calm. What's meant for you won't pass you by. Let go of tension. Relax. 0000 in the comments. Thank you so much for staying till the end, Capricorn. Until the next moon phase, namaste.